So sugar, it's a drug. That's what the problem is. So it says, a drug is defined as any form of substance taken by the body which can cause a psychological change, or a physiological change, I'm sorry. Sugar is made of soluble carbohydrates which affect the brain in ways that drugs do, both neurochemical and behavioral. So the way that your brain interacts with the body, sugar affects that communication your brain has with the body, but also how it communicates physically. And what do I mean by that? So it says on the next one, sugar triggers the brain's reward system. It releases dopamine. That's not a bad thing, but it says dopamine is the chemical in the body which causes the feeling of pleasure and happiness. The brain reacts to sugar in this way to encourage the individual to consume more sugar. And if the brain gets used to the abundance of sugar, the individual becomes dependent on the sugar and will not produce enough dopamine naturally anymore. So you become addicted. And it's made like that on purpose.
Amen.
Go to the next one. So this is the brain on sugar. You see the different areas that are lit up whenever you eat sugar? Next to it is a picture of cocaine, lighting up the exact same areas.
Wow.
There's no difference. So in the plant kingdom, is sugar a bad thing? No, God created it, it's fine. But when we take it and we go through the 9 processes and we enhance it, then it becomes a drug, now it's harmful. So it affects your brain the same way cocaine does. And I did not make that picture, it was an MRI that was done. Can you go to the next slide, please? So, remember before we talked about this beautiful picture, this is the human cell. And so what I want y'all to see today is, I want y'all to see the physiological parts, because we went over the neurochemical, the parts of the brain it affects, the reward system, releasing dopamine, causing you to become dependent upon sugar. So this is the cell. Remember, we have 50 to 150 trillion of these in the body. And it's in the eyes, it's in the ears, it's in the liver, the pancreas, the gallbladder, every part of your body, 152 trillion. So go to the next slide. So look there. So whenever sugar goes into your body, remember, it starts off as whole. But when we put it in our body, if it's in that concentrated state, what will happen is it has to remove things from your body in order for your body to use it. So God made you whole. So whenever you put something in your body that's not whole, your body will steal from Peter to pay Paul. It'll leach calcium from your bones in order to put calcium back in the product that you put in your body in order for your body to use it. Your body is not just going to use sugar. It can't. Because God didn't make it for your body. Because you're holistically whole. So different things are taken from your body to make it whole again, and then your body can use it.
Amen.
So needless to say, whenever you start to consume large amounts of sugar, what will happen is different moisture will be taken from the eyes. When moisture is taken from the eyes, because remember, it's refined. So moisture is removed from the sugar. So moisture will be removed from your eyes, and it'll cause cataracts. You'll have different types of eye problems. And you'll eventually end up going blind. Because those cells are in your eyes, and those cells have to use the moisture in order for the sugar to be used. And then, if you look at the list, the heart, the hardening of the arteries. Why would the arteries get hard? Robbery of the moisture from the heart. Because once it takes all of the moisture from the eyes, it goes to different organs, because your body is going to make it whole in order for it to be used. So it does the same thing in the kidneys. It does the same thing in your bladder. It does the same thing in your reproductive organs. There's not a part of your body that sugar does not affect, especially after it beats down your pancreas. After that, it's over with. It makes its way up, then it goes right back down. So what I wanted to tell y'all was, beware of sugar. And understand the kingdom that it came from. We have a sovereign God. Whenever God made these plants that we can eat that have the sugar, because there's not plants that don't have sugar, all of them do. But you have to be aware of that white sugar that is in the stores. Even that brown sugar that we like to put on our yams is not real. That's just what I don't know how to tell y'all. It's just not real. Now they have substitutes, and we can talk about those substitutes, but be aware of that white sugar, because it goes through 9 refining processes, but they also use 27 chemicals to make it white. Not to mention the chemicals they need to use in order to clean the machines that they use for the refining process. So be careful with that sugar. It's going to take more from you than it's going to give you. Amen.